Hi guys, Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're going to talk about is the B2B buying process, or the business-to-business buying process, which is similar to the B2C process, but there are some slight differences because when you're in a B2B process, there are a lot more people involved. It's not just usually one person making all the decisions. It can be thousands of people making the decisions. So time will be a lot longer, more people are involved, a lot more headaches. You won't have your fast sales usually in B2B sales versus like B2C sales, okay? So let's get started. The first thing you need to do when you're doing the B2B buying process is, basically figure out, what are your needs? Need recognition. What do we need to have new suppliers? Do we need to have new parts? Do we need to have new, ingredients to our pizzas? These kind of things. Now, when you look at how you figure out what your needs are, they can be generated internally, like your own people can do it, or you might get it from outside the company, okay, externally. So basically, if you look at internally, like your salespeople, they go out and they see what people like and don't like. They see, the buying processes of customers, and they go, I think we need to have organic pepperoni for our pizzas because that's what people want. So the salespeople can observe things. That's an internal thing. But externally, you're looking at your competition. You see your competition. Or Nokia, they should say, oh look, Apple has the iPhone and all the touchscreens and all the apps and stuff like that. We need to do that. We need to change things. So maybe we need to get a new supplier for our apps or our interface, these kind of things. So your needs can come from a lot of different places. So you need to go out there. So your salespeople, your customers, your suppliers, yourself, your competition, they can all give you an idea of the needs that you need to basically address. Okay. The second thing you do is once you figure out those needs, you got to go through the product specifications. What do we need with this new thing we're going to buy? I mean, is it, okay, we're buying toilet paper, so we need to have the most absorbent toilet paper that will clean our behinds the best? Or is it, okay, our specifications, we need toilet paper and it can be single ply, it doesn't matter because it's going in a restaurant where people wipe and go, okay, so people aren't going to the bathroom now. I mean, it sounds silly, but that's a question you have to ask. Hey, do we spend, an extra, $500 a year on nice toilet paper, or do we go for the cheaper one out there? Okay, and if anybody's been to a school building, it's not the nicest toilet paper out there. Okay, so you need to specify what you're going to want. Okay, because you have to let companies know, let potential suppliers know your needs. Okay, and you need to specify those out there. Okay, so we've got our need recognition. We've seen what we need. Next, we've gone through the product specifications, so we know exactly what we need to tell people that they need to do for us. And then you put out your request for proposal. Now, I have a whole video on a request for proposal, so I'm not going to go into this here. But basically, it's your solicitation to suppliers, telling them what you're looking for, what you need, and that they should send some bids in. Okay, but I highly recommend you watch our How to Write a Request for Proposal video here on YouTube. Okay. Now, the next part is once you get those RFPs back, you have to analyze the proposals, okay? Now, when you analyze it, you have your own criteria that companies set up. Like, okay, we look at, this is what they're offering. Is it we're going to base it on price? Is it based on reputation? Is it based because it's my uncle's business? I mean, there's a lot of things that go into when you analyze these RFPs. What you want to do is find the one that's best for your company and what's going to work best for you. Because you may see, well, this company, I'm building a school. This company's great at commercial building. These guys are great at building residential buildings. Well, they both have equal bids. Well, what is a school more like? Is it more like a residential thing or a commercial building? Well, probably more like a commercial building, so maybe we go with this person. So you analyze these things out there, the suppliers and their proposals, because sometimes the best price, the lowest price, doesn't win, okay? Except in government contracts. Government contracts, usually the lowest bid wins, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you there, okay? But for your business, cheapest doesn't mean best value, so check out those things. Now after that, once you've chosen your RFP, you've chosen your supplier, you have to do your order specification. Okay? Here you really list out the order. Basically, okay, you've seen the proposal, that's what you want. Okay, now let's do the finalization of all the parts that need to be in it. That's your fifth part. And now the sixth thing, you have vendor performance evaluation. So they do their work, you see how did they do they do a good job or a bad job, in what ways, the ways they can improve, are you really happy with it? So you can evaluate them, so therefore if they do a good job, you can go back to them again because you see, oh wow, they gave us really good toilet paper for a good price. I can go back to them again and again. Maybe they become a preferred supplier, so we can just do straight rebuys with them. Or, you know, if it went really badly, okay, we know we need to find somebody else. Okay, so that gives you the basic, rough overall idea of what the B2B buying process is. One, need recognition. Find out, you know, what do you need, whether from your competition, your sales people, or whatever, your customers. Two, product specifications. Basically, you know, what do we need our products to do to meet these needs? Three, put out your request for proposal. Okay, go and ask, hey, please, companies that want to supply me, give me some ideas. Four, you know, do your proposal analysis and evaluate the different suppliers out there so you can choose the right one. Then when you have them, make sure you have your order specification, so you have kind of listed what everything they want you to do. And the last part, you need to evaluate the vendors and how they did, okay? Because otherwise you don't know. Yeah, you don't know if they did a good job or not, so you need to make sure you have an evaluation, some kind of metric to do that. So I hope that gives you a rough idea of what the B2B buying process is. It's slightly different than the B2C one, and a lot of these things in here, I'm giving you a rough overview. We have more videos here on the buying center, like all the people that are involved, or the differences between B2B and B2C marketing. That's a really good video I suggest you check out. And you know, buying situations, when I talk about these new buys versus straight rebuys, you're like, what's that? We go through all those things in another video. So please check them out. Good luck learning more about B2B business. If you have more questions about B2B marketing, please check us out at our website at www.waltersworld.com. Bye.